Welcome back to Educator.com's English Grammar course. This lesson is about pronoun case and relative pronouns, but it's really about when to use who and when to use whom. Let's get started. Alright, I'm sure you've been in this situation before. You pick up the phone, somebody says something and you say, "Who are you calling for?" And if the person who's calling is a grammar Nazi, they go, "No! For whom are you calling?" And you get into this whole fight about do I say who or do I say whom? I have had this argument with my friends many times, and I'm going to show you how to determine which one to use. It's all about a grammatical construct called pronoun case. So we're going to go over it, and by the end of this lesson, you will know exactly which one to use. We're going to begin with looking at relative pronouns, what they are, what they do. Then we're going to look at the three cases of pronouns in English: subjective, objective, and possessive. Trust me, you use this stuff. Then we're going to look at how to use relative pronouns like who and whom. You're going to look at how to use them in comparisons, how to use them as modifiers, when to use we and when to use us, and finally, we're going to wrap it all up with who versus whom. All right, what are relative pronouns and why do they matter? Relative pronouns take the place of nouns, like all pronouns, and they introduce subordinate clauses, which you'll find in our lessons on sentence parts and patterns, and also in our lesson on conjunctions. Now, there are different relative pronouns for different purposes. You use who, whom, whose, and sometimes that to refer to people. Those are the personal relative pronouns. You use which and that to refer to animals and to things, unless the animal is especially beloved. It's your beloved cat Fluffy, in which case, go ahead and use who, and if anyone gives you trouble, just yell at them. Use which for clauses that are non-essential. So, for example, I'm going to the laundromat, which is my favorite place for people watching. Well, you don't really need this whole clause here to understand the sentence. You could just say, I'm going to the laundromat. You use that with no comma. Notice this comma right here that always precedes which. You use that with no comma for clauses that are essential to the meaning of the sentence. I'm going to the laundromat that offers free soap. This tells you which laundromat you're going to, so it's essential.